This week, we're helping our partners at the Dumb Friends League launch a new brand, but the mission is staying the same, focusing on lives of pets and their humans.
Joining us today is one of the many volunteers, Raish Lyford. What inspired you, Raish, to volunteer?
Well, I kind of left my job and I wasn't really thinking about retiring, but I didn't really have any place else to go. So I started just trying to figure out what I was going to be when I grew up. And I started volunteering for different organizations, including the Dumb Friends League. And it just struck a chord with me. I just really enjoyed it. And since then, I've grown into a number of different roles there. I sort of found my calling late in life, I guess. So yeah.
You've been volunteering for a couple years now. What's your favorite part?
Probably being, puppies, number one.
Yeah, I get that.
But also being just around, I love animals, dogs especially, but I get to be with them in so many different ways, and I get familiar with them. So I also play a role where I greet animals when or not animals, but people when they come in, and since I have some experience with the animals, I can also, listen to what they're looking for and offer some assistance with that.
I like that you said you found your calling late in life, specifically from doing all this. What do you think your calling is now?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Pretty much dogs. Yeah. No, I think for me, the thing I get asked the most is how do you do it? How do you leave every day and not go home with an animal? And and I think if we were all rich and won the lottery, we could all buy a farm and take as many dogs home, or cats, or whatever, even horses. But that doesn't happen. So for me, it's just like if you were in a bad situation, like a prisoner of war or something like that, and you just had to endure that until it ended, it'd be awful. But I get to make a difference in their lives. I get to go in there and take them out for a walk, or just sit with them and hold them, feed them treats, things like that. So I can imagine in any situation where you don't like being there, that's got to help. And that's what's so rewarding for me. So yeah, I'd love to take one home every day, but my dog would. She's already mad enough when I get home.
Be honest, have you taken one home, or is your dog that you have a rescue?
No. She is, but from a long time. I've had her about 14 years. Yeah.
It sounds like you're a little bit of a matchmaker when it comes to humans that come in and the dog, so you're able to say, well, I have a couple ideas.
Yeah, and we do have people on staff that are way better at that than me, but at least, when on busy days, it helps out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's so great. All right, so this big launch tomorrow, we've all been sworn to secrecy on all the things, but no matter what, the mission is still the same, and what Dumb Friends League is so pivotal and important for our community.
Yes, absolutely. And that's, to me, that there's a community at the Dumb Friends League, and then there's a surrounding community. I grew up here in Denver, so I understand, the brand equity behind the Dumb Friends League, but I also understand why it needs to evolve. So, and one of the other reasons I really like working there is just not only the other volunteers, but the staff as well. We're all a big, happy family, and I think we really crave those opportunities where we can be with each other as well as the animals. So yeah, and everybody's so nice.
We are so excited about the brand relaunch. We understand that the name, we can't say what it is. We don't want lawyers coming after us, so we are not going to say it right now.
Well, and he said he'd have to clean kennels for the rest of his life. If,
so
we don't want that for you.
So will we. They're over here looking at us right now, giving us that very strict stare. But we are going to reveal it right here on 9 News tomorrow morning, so we hope that everybody can join us for that. Raish, thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for all you do volunteering.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what makes these organizations go round.
Well, it goes both ways, really. I get a lot of satisfaction from it as well. So it's awesome.
We would end up with all the dogs, cats, and horses at
100%. 100%.
That would be us.
Yep.
Truly.
I don't have your restraint.
Good for you.